Hi everyone, Corrie Thorns, the spiritual healer, coming in to do the channel message for the month of October. This is for Aquarius. Please remember, this does not replace any psychological, medical advice you've been given. Always remember you have your free will, and this is not a personal reading. To book a personal reading, go to CorrieThorne.com. You can follow all the links below. That'll direct you to the Corrie School of Magic, to CorrieThorne.com, and also to be able to purchase my book, More Than Existing. So for the channel message that's coming through is for those born under the sign of Aquarius, or you have it in your sign somewhere. This is not an an astrological report. So Aquarius, I feel like as if you're like I've just run out of air. Like I just cannot. There's a dog playing behind me. It's like I can't get that breath. It's like, so is it excitement? I feel like it's like there's a lot of energy working up around you. It feels as if there is like almost as if you've come full circle. It's like a full circle moment of healing, of something that it's like you're it's like you've been exhausted and you have come to the end of everything that you've had. All the gas in your tank is empty, but you're going to be very surprised to see like October just feels like, oh, finally I can rest. Finally, it's like, but you're believing, but you're not believing it. You're not believing that good things can happen. You're not believing that there's an opportunity. You're not believing in yourself. It's like there's a lot of like wishy-washy emotions. Like I'm just like I feel like I'm being like pushed with the tides. You're in, you're out. It's like you feel like you're going one step ahead and then 5 steps back, and it's like I can't slow down even talking. It's like it's just like all over the place for those born under, not all. Please remember, this is a collective, not a personal reading. So what comes up for me is that it's like you're afraid to kind of be too excited. You're afraid to be happy. You're afraid to be joyful. Like you're not letting yourself enjoy the moments that are trying to come in because you're waiting for the next shoe to fall, waiting for that next moment, that next thing to happen again. And it's like, what if that doesn't happen? What if you're going to make it through? And I feel like there's a lot of emotional story endings. Like it's like past healing that needed to happen, past stories. And I got the Raphael, and I got the 9, and I also have the page of Raphael. I'm using the Archangel Power Tarot by Radley Valentine. And so I just have like this, they're in reverse. So I have the sense of that this is regarding like relationships, some healings of the past. And it's like your dreams coming into reality. You don't believe that your dreams can come true. You don't believe that you can have this dream life. Like it can't be for me. It can't be. And so they're in reverse because you're not believing in the fact that this is actually possible, that this can actually be you. And I just feel like it is the end. So it's like a new emotional situation. There's like some like very strong, like you're not opening your heart to allow in the love, the kindness. And I just feel like it's like this is gentle energy that's coming around you. I have some real like some really gentle but forceful, powerful, in love kind of energy coming in around you. And then I have the 8 of Gabrielle. Can't get it. And so it's like, see, it's a lot of activity. I just can't get past the activity. Hold on. And I don't edit these, so you're getting it all in the moment. So they're all in reverse. All 3 cards are in reverse. Yeah, there's a lot happening. You have a lot of owl energy around you, a lot of hawk, like a lot of that bird's eye view. I feel like if you could only see, so this is what I'm getting, Aquarius. If you could only see what's really happening out there for you, you could start being excited. You're fearful of the past stories coming in, fearful of this happening again. This is being recorded right on the full moon on October the 1st. It is in Aries. And so I just feel like it's like you're afraid of your light going out, like it's like afraid that your hopes like will be dimmed again, or you're that afraid to have faith in the possibility that something may just be going totally right for you. Something may just be happening exactly as it's meant to happen. And I just feel like if you could only see what we could see, is what I'm hearing. If you could only see what we're seeing, you would have hope, you'd have faith. And I'm telling you, there is good things coming. There is that sense of just, being able to trust those dreams, trust that, your your new reality is waiting for you to step into it. It's waiting for you to accept it. It's like all the gifts from the divine, all the gifts from the spirit world is trying to come forth for you. But it's like this is closed. And if you want all this to come in, you have to be willing to open up. You have to put the action steps in, but you have to be willing to accept. You just can't sit and wait for it to happen. If you're sitting waiting for it to just happen and not doing no work on your end, I feel like you may miss out on an opportunity, Aquarius, for you to be able to truly embrace this new life, embrace this new energy. It's like, it's a very beautiful energy. And see, I also have two of Raphael. It's like, don't give up on love. Don't give up on that perfect relationship, that golden relationship. There's healing in a relationship. So I don't know if somebody has been like having, like almost as if you lost all hope in relationships, or you lost all hope in a relationship, or there's been some arguments, some fighting, some separation, but it just feels like it's really come together. It's like there's a play, as my dogs are playful and fighting behind me. There's playful energy. It's like you don't always have to take life so serious. You don't have to be afraid of waiting. Like, don't be afraid to let love in. Don't be afraid to have fun in love. Don't be afraid to have like loving relationships all the way around, whether it's friendship, whether it's family. You can laugh again. And I feel like there's like, for a lot of Aquarius, that laughter has not been there. That joy hasn't been there. It's like there's just been like this brick on the chest wall, like holding back. But it's like, oh, like I feel like you've run a marathon in life. You're exhausted. You're like done. And it's like, now that you sit, now this good energy can catch you. Like, you've been running from yourself. You've been running from your shadows. You've been running away from all versions of yourself, thinking that's going to be best for you, or that's going to serve you the best. And no, it is not. No, it is not. And it's like, you've also had this sense of feeling like you need someone else to help make that decision, or you need validation, or you need to find out from somebody else. And it's like, no, you don't. You know exactly what to do. You're not trusting yourself, and you're not trusting and because based on a past, you're not trusting your own decisions. You have some mistrust issues here. You have some, I guess, lack of loyalty kind of energy that's happening, but there's nothing to be afraid of. And don't be afraid to look at your own reflection, like the dog is right there. And so I just have you truly looking at I'm looking at it, like, I just feel like we're looking at a new life for you, a new reflection, a new opportunity, a new, like a fresh move, a fresh beginning, but also like a loving relationship. Like, there's a lot of healing in all areas of your life. And I feel like for Aquarius, you're very much being surrounded in a lot of healing energy, a lot of the Jesus energy, a lot of the like the Archangel of Jesus, or Ascendant Master of Jesus, the Archangel Raphael, and all the healing angels in the angelic realm just feel like they're surrounding you. I feel like there's a lot of the loved ones. And for an Aquarius who possibly or had, there's a daughter. I have a daughter here, and it's like somebody who would have, either she was Aquarius or mom is Aquarius, one of the two. And I just feel like you're being blessed with like this loving hug, this loving kiss. And I don't know who that's for. That feels very personal, but it's just like, I just had this daughter energy come in, and it's surrounding the Aquarius energy. And it's coming around the owls that I keep seeing here. And it's coming from spirit world. It's just like, you know what, there's some good things coming. It's like finally an end to some of the shitty situations, some of the shitty energy. And I'm like, and so I just ran downstairs and got my Mother Mary cards. I just heard go get those. And the cards that I pulled from there was actually God and compassion. So everything that you feel like you're afraid to be excited for, afraid to be happy for, waiting for that shoe to fall, it's like, surrender all of that over to God now. Surrender all that over to the God consciousness, to the Christ-like, whatever you want to call it, to Creator, whatever it means to you. I don't care what you call God. As long as you have faith and you believe in something, we're good. And so there's just a sense of just trusting and knowing, and that self-compassion, having compassion for you, having compassion for the journey that you've been on, and allowing this new life to kind of unfold for you. You have the Queen of Michael. So I can tell you this, like, strong, confident woman feels like she's coming back to life. Or if it's male, male coming back to life, whatever it may be. But I also feels like this is also a strong, confident woman, a woman who stood up for herself, a woman who was powerful. And this feels like this could be the woman from the on the other side. Also, that like she took a lot of shit. She did. She tolerated a lot. She's seen the good in people, but she also knew who she was. She didn't have fear around that. But she's also, I just feel like you're being told that um, that there is like some some of you are either returning to work or really starting to step it up at work, getting, really standing up for yourself, really advancing in work or returning to work. But it's just like, there's this energy that all relationships around you are improving somehow. But Archangel Michael is kind of coming in, cutting that cord, just saying, surrender it all over. And just know that we're letting go of those old negative thoughts or that old belief that I can't and it's not for me or I can't make it happen. And um, and we're letting it go tonight. And so I asked for a validation card to go with this, and I got the star. And this is truly about all, like, it's all flooding in, like your life is just flooding full of, and I have this beautiful purpley energy third eye. Start imagining that life into reality, believing in yourself and that dream come true. The end of a difficult situation. See, you can't make this shit up. Just validating this, truly validating everything that we had just said. This is a full moon energy, and there's this beautiful big star. And if you look out at the moon tonight and you see the big, beautiful planets right next to it, and I'm like, that's, it's like that moon is what gets all the attention. But what about that planet? What about all the stars? What about everything else that's there? It's like sometimes people put so much attention into the problem, it becomes this great big problem, and that's all we see. But if those little miracles and those little opportunities are still there, they're still present. And just because it's not what we're focusing on, it doesn't mean that it went away. And now it's like your attention, it's like new perspective, looking in at all of the things that are shining around you and all the little things that you were ignoring, and seeing that not all of this good stuff was always there waiting for you to be in the right place, positioned in the right place in life to start opening and allowing it in. All it's being asked to do is take the action steps towards opening your heart and allowing it in. And October seems to be for you, Aquarius. I feel like you might have got one of the best readings of the one of the best channel messages of the whole astrology chart of all the channel messages I've done so far. And I just have the three fire signs left to do. So yay for you, Aquarius. And I hope this resonates with some of you. And if not, maybe next month will. Have a wonderful October. I will see you in November. Please keep watching for my weekly vlogs, and please subscribe and like this channel if you're watching the videos and if you like what you're seeing, because there's always a lot more that comes in. There's the weekly vlogs, and there's also the monthly of these. And also I do go live, and I do a live on here on Facebook together. So much, much love. Thank you, and have a wonderful month. Bye-bye.